Would you like to learn how to write a Python code as a pro? Getting some nice tips and tricks? So stay tuned, I will show you how. Hi, I'm Waldirio, and in this video I'm gonna show you some applications that will help you to write a better Python code, and definitely you're gonna love that. So let's take a look. For this video, we are going to create like a small, very small code, just an example. So let's take a look here. I create this folder and there is no file yet. So let me create calc.py. I have already a piece of code, so let me just copy and paste. And here we are. So the next step will be creating a virtual environment. We have already a video in this channel showing how to do that. So let me just create this real quick. All right. Now, once we have the virtual environment, let's run this code. Python calc.py. Then this code basically is gonna do some things, like I have my first value 1, I have my second value 2, and the result is 3. They're very simple. So we have the definition, we have a comment over here, another comment, we have those inputs just for ask the first and the second parameter. This definition is passing like the first argument and the second argument. This one is receiving. Here we have the operation, and we are just printing out the content of the variable. Okay, this is a regular code and this is working fine. Now, how can you improve the code or code style? So before we continue over here, let me show you this page. So check this out. This page is peps.python.org, and this page will tell you Python Enhancement Proposal, or also known as PEP. Okay, there are different PEPs, there are different proposals just for improvement or how to do things. The one that's very common in Python is this one, PEP8. So basically PEP8 is the PEP that will define the style guide for Python code. So we have some style when writing Python code, and if you read the whole document here, this will be awesome. But sometimes once we are human beings, it is common to commit mistake, you know? So forget like a space or some character, specific space, or even we are not able to see space after some character or some text. So we have some tools that will help us to identify, track, and will provide some insights about how to fix that. So let's take a look. Again, we have a code. This code is working fine. We have now a virtual environment. In this virtual environment, I have just the pip and setup tools. And there are two guys that we are gonna work today. So let's install the Python module. Pip install. Pylint is one of them. And the second one, flake8. All right, now we are in the same folder as the code. I like to use pylint and then the calc.py. So check this out. Once you run pylint against the code, we can see something like this. We have trailing space, white space, bad indentation, missing module docstring. So all of them will help you to follow those steps or those changes based on PEP8. And at the end of the day, this will create a better code. Okay. So, Waldirio, what should I do? Okay, we can fix all of them. For example, this trailing white space, we can see this is on line 1. This one over here is on line 5. This one is on line 7, 8, 10, and move on. And also we have a rate, so this is pretty nice. You can see like the code here is terrible. Like the code is working, but based on the PEP standard, this is trash, you know, this is 0. So definitely we are gonna do our best to bump this value near to 10, okay? So let's take a look on this. Let's try to fix. One thing that I like to do is run watch -n1. So this is gonna keep this guy running every second. And then we can see, like, once we save the work, once we apply the change, this is gonna vanish, okay? So the first one, let me put like this, just to keep this information here. We can see everything. Okay, the first one will be line 1. I like to print the number of the line so we can see where we are. So trailing white space. I cannot see any white space over here, but look at that. We have a white space in the end. So once I remove that empty space or space after the line and I save this one, check this out. The line number 1 just vanished, okay? So let's move it on. The next one is 5. I have the line 5 over here. And there you go. We have another space as well. So once I save, that's okay. The next one, line 7 and line 8. We have a bad indentation. Was found just 2 space and the expected is 4. So how can we fix that? We have this one over here. I can add 2 more space, save the work, and gone. They vanish as well. Line 9, look at that. We have an empty space over here. And this is pretty cool because, like, if you're working, if you're writing code, in general, you can copy and paste and add space and you don't even see that space as well. So definitely we can clean up this one and save the work as well. Okay, we have missing module docstring. Docstring is an important piece that will document your code, okay? So in general, you can see one line, something like this. This is a docstring. This can be a single line. We saw that the first one just vanished. Or you can put this like a multiple line. So multiple line will be something like this. You can just save and that's it. So check this out. I keep the space over here, just press enter once my cursor was on T, and there you go. We have once again like the white space. I just removed that guy over there. I have in the line 2 as well. And okay, now we have the docstring for our definition. See, we have on line 9 the missing docstring. Every time once you create a definition or function in Python, it is recommended to create a docstring, and this docstring will tell you what that specific definition is doing. So in this case, this is a definition that's gonna sum 2 numbers. We can just put that this explanation or this statement, and also sometimes we have like multiple parameters, so we can specify and we can describe which one or the type and the value and this kind of stuff, okay? So let's create here real quick a docstring. This docstring or this definition will sum up 2 variables. There you go. Now we have like another docstring, and that docstring just vanished. So check this out. We are seeing argument name fv doesn't conform with snake case. In Python, we don't use like, let's suppose I have my variable over here, first value, should be able to do something like this, first value or first value. This is also known as camel case, but this is not a standard for Python, okay? The standard for Python is lowercase, and what will split all of them will be the underline. Okay, so once we have this guy is just telling us on line 12. So let's take a look on line 9. We have FV and SV. Like, this doesn't conform with snake case. I like to see like something underline something. I can definitely set a name that will explain better the purpose of that variable. But for this example, let me just add a underline over here, because we know the first one is the first value and the second one is second value. Then we have over there. So check this out. If I have now 13 is FV, and FV is undefined variable because I didn't change yet, you know. So this one should also be F underline V, and this should be S underline V as well. There you go. We are almost over there. Check this out. The rate now is 8.33, nearby 10. This is perfect. And we have one more thing. So formatting a regular string, which could be a F string. So as you saw the result, we were able to see the result as well. But F string is something new and also recommended by Python 3. So basically we have this one over here, and I can put results inside. So we can just remove this format, this result, and then there you go. Now our code is beauty from PEP8 perspective. Okay, Waldirio, is my code running? Is it still running? We can check this out. Python calc 1, 2, and the value is still 3. Okay. Okay, my pylint is not showing anything else. The main point is, okay, now I see my code. My code is a bit better because I have a description. I have a doc string over here. I have a doc string. I have some recommendation about the print. This is pretty cool, pretty good. But we have more, okay? Pylint is one of them. The second one that I would like to show you is flake8. So again, same idea, flake8 calc.py. And then we have some additional information. So same idea. This is the code, this is the line, and this is the issue, okay? So again, let's add a watch over here. Let me resize this a little bit, and let's start from the beginning. So line 4, block comment should start with pound space. So this comment is gonna work as well, but again, we are talking about standard, a better way to write your code, you know. So the recommended always in Python is you add the pound, and after that you add a space. So if we save this, all right, we have another one very similar on line 8. So we can check this out over here, space, and save. What else? Line 5, this is our line 5. In line 5 we can see missing white space around operator. All the time once we see something like this attribution, we need a space between the equal, for example, or the operator. So once we save, we can see now on line 6 we have this one here as well. Let's save this code. Line 9. So let's take a look what we have now on line 9. We have two issues over here, okay? The first one is expected 2 blank lines. All the time when creating a definition, we expect like 2 lines of space between them. So something like this. And we fix our first problem, okay? The second one is on line 10. Missing white space after comma. All the time once you add a comma to add more than one variable, we expect a space like this. There you go, almost there. 14. Missing white space around operator. This is the operator we are talking about. We can save. Expect 2 blank lines after the function or class or definition. So line 17. See, that was expecting 2 line space here and 2 line space here as well. And the last one, line 18, space after our comma. And there you go, no more issue. So Waldirio, is this recommended all the time? Yes, definitely it is recommended, because this will help you to write a better code. Like you can see now, this is clean, this is better to visualize, this is better to understand, and at the end of the day, this is following the PEP8 standard. So anyone who knows PEP8 standard will understand what you are trying to do here, okay? Also, those are tools that are used by QA or quality assurance team. Basically, this is gonna looking for a better code just to improve the quality of your code. So if we take a look here, no more issues with Flake. And again, we can just try to run this one more time. 1, 2 is 3, 2 and 2, 4. So beauty. So feel free to run flake8 and pylint on all of your codes. Definitely you see the results, and by the time once you get the experience like running this every day in your code, at the end of the day you will be writing following the PEP8 automatically. So the goal is, in the beginning you see a lot of things to fix, to change, but after some months will be a just small number of issues to fix, you know. So this is pretty cool and amazing. So that's it for now. I hope you enjoyed this video. Feel free to subscribe if you are not yet. Feel free to share this content with someone that you know that is already working with Python or maybe starting with Python. And feel free to let your comment below in the comment area. I'll be more than glad to answer any question that you have. See you. Bye.